South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Faulkner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble and give it to the other team.
Bunch formation for these receivers. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
You need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Hout. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. A 1st and 10 for this offense. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Raymond. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll toss it to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks, it's Larson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. There's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A hand to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just, there he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilbert. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. It's start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Right on the money. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And I like the direction in what this offense was doing right there. You need to go to a guy that can make you a play, and he's already shown it. He's the only one that's made a play. He's been in the end zone today. You need more big plays from this offense. It's been kind of slow. Get back.
He's got it, first down and more. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Floating away. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's Raymond. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Faulkner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Looking for a man. It's Hout. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. To the air, it's Hout. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Slides, deep shot for the end zone. This is caught for the way touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, 5 the Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people.
Dropping back, it's Hout. Quickly out to the tight end.
Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Hey, Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Taylor. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the ground, it's Raymond. Running to Green. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. To the air, it's Van Buren. Got it in the middle, it's Flanagan. Offense will use a timeout, 19 seconds left in the game. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack.